You slip into life straight from the comfort of your mother's belly, landing in the humid, suffocating air of the Amazon. Your mother doesn't even bother. She leaves you right after bringing you into the world, as if it were just a regular morning routine. You and your siblings scatter in all directions, and the jungle couldn't care less that you're new here. By the way, your siblings are a cool bunch. At this moment, you're still small, barely a few dozen centimeters long, and let's be honest, you look pretty cute. But for jaguars, caimans, or large birds, you're the perfect snack for their empty stomachs. Luckily, you know how to disappear. One quick move into the river, and you're gone. You blend into the brown, murky current and vanish beneath the water's surface as if you were never there. The journey you take can really work up an appetite. Time to get yourself together and start hunting. Your senses, though still developing, are good enough to detect movement in the water. Suddenly, you spot a small fish, an ideal, simple, and easy target. You stop in place, let the current do its job, and slowly move closer. In a flash, you snap your jaws shut, and your first hunt ends in success. A small victory, sure, but hey, a win is a win, because now you're not hungry anymore. You want to grow quickly, because only those who are big, strong, and cunning survive here. Speaking of cunning, just look at your skin. A green-brown pattern. Absolute perfection. The perfect camouflage to hide from predators or to sneak up on prey. Whether in murky water or dense bushes, no one even realizes you're approaching. You're like a shadow, practically invisible. This is your first real advantage in this wilderness. For now, it might not seem like a big deal, but when the time comes for bigger hunts, it will be invaluable. For the time being, you stick to the basics. You slip through rivers and swamps, mostly staying in the water, because that's where you feel safest. Your eyes and nostrils barely peek above the surface as you glide quietly, waiting for an unaware snack to come too close. You lie still just beneath the surface, and suddenly you see your target, a small rodent, dumb enough to approach the riverbank. You wait patiently, and then, boom, you strike like lightning, coil around it, and squeeze until everything is settled. Dinner is served. As time passes, you grow older, and things start to get interesting. You're now bigger, faster, and stronger. And your prey? Well, small frogs and fish are no longer in your league. Now, you hunt for something more substantial, like capybaras, the largest rodents in the world. Yes, now they're on your menu. However, being bigger doesn't give you an overwhelming advantage in nature, because you still have to remember that predators like jaguars, caimans, and other anacondas are lurking, waiting for the chance to gobble you up. You need to stay sharp and use your brilliant camouflage to remain unnoticed. Oh, look, a caiman is lounging on the riverbank. It's not huge, probably a young one like you, but still a formidable opponent. You pause for a moment, analyzing the situation. Is it worth the risk? This could be your first real test as a hunter. You quietly submerge, gliding toward the caiman like a shadow. Your muscles are tense, ready for action, and wow, it wasn't as hard as you thought. Your first real success as a predator, the taste of victory. But don't get too excited. Not every day ends in a win. Some days, your prey fools you. Like that time you tried to hunt a capybara, but instead, it almost dragged you to the other side of the river before escaping. Well, not your best moment, but hey, no one saw it, so you can pretend it never happened. Here's the good news. You're still growing. With every meal, you become a bit bigger, stronger, and smarter. Once you fully reach your juvenile phase, the jungle doesn't seem as terrifying anymore. Sure, there are still bigger predators, but you're quickly climbing up the food chain. Over time, you feel more and more like this place belongs to you. You've mastered the art of blending in. You can wait for hours, even days, before attacking. And then suddenly, there it is, a group of capybaras chilling by the riverbank. You slowly sink into the water, with only your eyes above the surface. You move closer, focused on your target, tense like a guitar string. But wait, who's that guy? Would he be kind enough to let you have a piece of capybara? Maybe it's better to back off for now, since he's bigger than you. You keep refining your skills, understanding the environment and your place in this jungle hierarchy. You've already mastered stealth. Your skin patterns do all the work, allowing you to blend in effortlessly. Your sense of smell, like a radar, tracking prey through even the thickest bushes. And your body, pure muscle, no unnecessary weight. You're no longer a small anaconda. Adulthood calls. Now, you're so big that most creatures around look at you with either respect or fear. You're currently 4.5 meters long, but your journey doesn't end here because you're still growing. You're a real player in this jungle. Small snacks? That's history. Now you aim higher. Deer, boars, and sometimes even caimans. If anyone dares to challenge you, they'll have to face the consequences. As you grow, the jungle starts feeling a bit too small. You need your own space. A base where you can hunt, chill, and hunt again. Time to find your territory. You travel through the dense jungle, searching every corner. You cross rivers, climb over fallen trees, and push through thick bushes. The goal is clear. You need a secluded spot, somewhere near water, with plenty of food, but far from other predators waiting for a chance to take you down. After days of searching, you finally find the perfect place. A quiet section of the river, hidden under dense trees. Absolute perfection. The best spot you could ask for. You mark the territory with your scent, making it clear that this is now your home. This is where a new chapter begins. And speaking of new chapters, it's time to level up. Reproduction. Now, it's not just about survival. It's about passing your genes forward. Mating season is approaching, and you catch the scent of a potential partner in the air. You follow her trail through dense jungle and swamps until you find her, a female. What a beauty! The courtship begins, a slow, winding dance where you wrap around each other in a mesmerizing spiral. It lasts for hours until, finally, mission accomplished. You leave your partner behind because she'll handle the rest on her own. A few months later, somewhere in a secluded spot, she will give birth. Unlike most snakes, she doesn't lay eggs. She gives birth to live baby anacondas. Around 20 to 40 little ones will be born, just like you once were. And to be honest, for anacondas, giving birth isn't much different from going to the bathroom. It's just pushing something out and leaving it behind, not caring if the young survive. That's life. These newborns will go through the same cycle you did until they reach where you are now. Sadly, most won't survive their first year. Either they won't find food, or they'll become food themselves. As for you, you return to your routine and keep growing. Your size still impresses, but years of hunting and survival are taking their toll. You're still massive and strong, but you no longer have the speed you once did. That wild energy of youth is fading, so now you must rely on strategy. One day, as you relax in the cool river water, you spot movement. A capybara, peacefully nibbling grass by the shore. Normally, you wouldn't bother, but memories of past hunts flood back, and you decide to relive the thrill. You wait, completely still underwater, watching. The capybara moves closer until finally, bam! But something is different. The thrill of the hunt is there, but it's not the same. You've grown, not just physically, but mentally, and in the end, nature always wins. That's the life story of an anaconda, full of rivalry, survival, and returning to the wild that created you.